Hola, que lo que mi gente. What's up, man? How you doing?
Tired, but hey, we're here.
I feel you. I feel you. It's been a long day. It's been raining like crazy. I'm not enjoying it. I want the summer here already. But so I want to start off this episode before we start going into anything. We're gonna go ahead. Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Poetic.
And I'm your boy, Mr. M2J.
Welcome to the greatest podcast ever, the Latinos Unfiltered podcast, where we kick back, sip our cafecito and some rum, and dive into many a topic that we can think of.
Anywhere from the rhythm of our favorite Latino beats, musicians, music, whatever it may be, to what's really shaking our community. You know, what I'm saying those news that will shake your foundation. So, but we are here to keep it out without filters, mi gente. Sin filtros, no hold back.
So, whether you're chilling at home, stuck in traffic, on the toilet, making food, dealing with children, whatever it is you're doing, join our familia. Let's laugh, learn, and spill a little tea, little cheese along the way. Let's just have some fun. I know it's been a rough day for a lot of people, so let's have a good time.
For real, man. Especially dealing with some crazy drivers. But hey, make sure you grab your headphones, your beats, your AirPods, whatever you're listening to. Put that volume up and get ready to listen to us because we are about to get unfiltered. Bienvenidos to the vibrant world of Latinos unfiltered.
Bienvenido, bienvenido. So, I want to start this episode real quick before you go into whatever topic you may or may not have. I want to go into this episode with a not open mind, but with like a realization. So this is our episode 14. We haven't put anything up yet that I know of, y'all. Not that I know of, that we haven't. We're getting ready to. Hopefully, in about a week, we'll have this. By the time you guys see this episode, we should have quite a few up. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because you're going to hear it from the past episodes. You're going to see and realize the before me and after me. The before me was looking still sexy as can be, but very bushy. But we couldn't wait for me to get a haircut. And then this is the new me with the haircut. And, I just want y'all to know, God damn, I look good.
Yeah.
I mean, here, let's try this. I'm gonna do. I could be an actor easy, but let's try. Watch this. Watch this. Oh shit! Oh
This
my
dude
god!
right here.
Okay, no. But seriously speaking, look at that! Look at that!
This
I
guy,
just
this
had to show
guy.
y'all the pen, and then if I do like the eyebrow, right, it's like, oh, I look good. I look good. That's just how we got to bring it. I just had to bring y'all some
Yeah.
Caribbean, Puerto Rican flavor here. Just show y'all how we doing. Bring out the laughingness. Let y'all have if y'all having a crappy day, hopefully that made you smile, made you laugh. But I'm getting my color back slowly. But let's get this done. Let's get this started.
Slowly in a cold location, sure.
Hey, hey, hey!
Boy gotta wait another
Know what
four
I
or
got?
5 months in order for him to get some heat.
You didn't know what I got. You didn't know what I got. I got. You know what? Planet Fitness has got me a red light possible tanning booth. I might have to try to get my color back somehow. You know what I'm saying?
The girl gonna look like a carrot.
Never, never. That's crazy.
We're gonna try to go into a tanning booth. Oh no, that is crazy. That is crazy.
Actually, I am using the red light. I am using the red light. The red light. It's
Treatment.
just a red light treatment. Well, no, there's a tanning booth and there's treatment. The treatment's good. The reason actually it's become very popular is because, especially in states like this in the like Pacific Northwest, it rains so much that we don't get sun for 9 months. So that actually helps you like kind of like get the rays without having the sun there. So it actually has been proven that to like really help people, especially for people. It's good in general, but Pacific Northwest is very good because it's needed here. Because if not, that's why people are so depressed here because it's just 9 months of no sun, bro. It's miserable.
That's crazy. I couldn't deal with 9 months. So
Bro.
I don't even want to think about that. I mean, I heard that from the people that live in Alaska that like they get like half a year of no sun or something like that. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, you're not gonna wake me up at 6 o'clock, bro. Don't. Can you imagine me working at 4 o'clock in the morning like I
Yeah.
usually do and never see the sun rise up? Oh hell no! I'm gonna go to sleep while I'm driving.
Yeah. I go crazy. I go crazy.
I can't. No, that's crazy. I need the sun. That's why I'm Latino. I need the sun. That shit is in my
We're meant to
veins.
last. I told you, we're like Superman. When we have the sun, we become energetic.
Oh yeah. Bro, you not lying, bro. As soon as I get some sun from the afternoon, I'm up. I cannot take no naps, bro. Like as soon as the
Yep.
sun goes down, like I don't care. Like I mean, if I'm tired, the sun goes down, I go down with the sun, kind of thing. Um,
Facts.
but yo, what I just realized when you was talking about that red light treatment is that your guys became lizards and reptiles. Because I have a gigantic corn snake and a bearded dragon, and those are the only two things in the house that would need a red light for the UVA and UVB, bro. Oh nah, y'all became lizards and reptiles. That's crazy.
It's great for my non
Yeah,
depressive
yeah,
state of Pacific Northwest.
for them vitamins, for them vitamins.
You know what I'm saying? It's needed, man. It's really needed. But so what topic
So we're gonna
what do
dive
we have
into
today?
a little crazy stuff here. All Latino cultures have what they call mitos y leyendas, you know what I'm saying? They're myths and legends that are part of the community of us Hispanics across the Americas and the world. So I want you to tell me about Puerto Rican myths and legends.
I mean, I mean, we all have different kinds. There's everything from let's see, a lot of Spanish cultures have this, but we have anything from the Chupacabra,
Mm-hmm.
where the farmers would find their animals dead, drain for blood. That one people that's one thing we wrote. So behavior the Chupacabra is gonna get you. One of those things.
Yeah, but
Um,
like growing up, what was like those like main ones that you grew up with?
Chupacabra. Let's
You grew up
see.
with the chupacabra? I
Yeah,
think when I heard started hearing from chupacabra, I think I was probably like already a teenager, like I'm 16, 17.
Chupacabra, the Cucuy. There's a few. There's a few. There's
What the heck is a cucuy? I never heard about the cucuy.
it's God. I remember myself. It's Let me see. Honestly, I really don't remember. I just remember
Somebody
being
take
told.
this man his Puerto Rican card back, bro. This guy don't know
You know
about the
what?
cucuy. Who's
It's
a
been a long
cucuy?
day. Okay.
What, your long day of looking handsome? That's too much for
This
you?
is
Oh
it's not
nah.
easy being me, bro. It's not easy.
Wow. Wow, so self-centered. So
So
self-centered.
it's not self-centered. It's just knowing my worth. So El Coco, also known as El Cuco or Cucuy, is a mythical monster that appears in many Spanish-speaking countries, including Puerto Rico. The word El Coco comes from the word from coconut, who's called it. It's a ghost-like monster that stalks the rooftops of children, looking for those who misbehave or won't go to bed. That's the one my mom used to say a lot. My grandfather more than anything. Not my mom, really. More my grandfather. My grandfather, my grandmother used to tell us about that.
Yeah.
It's similar to like the boogeyman.
All right. Well, we know about the cuco. I didn't know they call it the cucuy over there in Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
Okay.
El Cuco,
So
El
they changed.
Cucuy, just
Yeah,
different
they
names.
they,
El
they, they
Coro.
changed the name of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's a few. What do you guys
Well,
have?
in Panama is crazy because in Panama growing up they had la tulivieja, they had la silampa, they had cuco, tenían they had like la llorona.
Yeah, yeah, I know
Uh,
about that.
uh, After that there was a chupacabra. Uh,
Like every country has that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that thing just took the whole like Hispanic American nation like for a storm. When the
Yeah.
Chupacabra came in, everybody was having the Chupa. Oh, teníamos los duendes.
I was just about to say Luinde. Yeah.
Uh, but it was just so crazy. With all this like growing up with all this like myth and legends going on, and how scared people used to be sometimes. Well, especially as a kid, not so much as a teenager. After being a teenager, you kind of like lose the whole like mystery to that stuff. You're kind of like
Yeah,
more cemented into like what's reality and what's far fetched or whatever not. But growing up, bro,
that's fun.
those things were scary. With that, yo, te va a coger el cuco, or if you go to like the woods. Um, Actually, the Silampa, I think it was something similar to like what Slenderman is here.
Okay.
It was kind of
Oh, damn.
like a tall creature in the woods or whatever that will get you if you get lost in the woods or something like that.
Did I hold it like that sounds scary
Bro,
as hell, bro.
right? So
Slenderman ain't no
it's
joke.
just
Like
like
I don't
all
get
this
scared from
crazy
stuff, but
stuff
like
there.
Slenderman is one that's like, yeah, they do good stuff on that. Oh, that's crazy. That's funny.
Yeah,
Oh my
bro,
gosh.
it's just so crazy because if you take your mind like into it and you start bringing all those like mythical legendas and stuff like that, bro, like those were traumatizing growing up because they only had to talk about it once, and yo, if you didn't shit your pants, I mean, you were strong. Cause just like Santa Claus was for like, oh my God, Christmas, Santa Claus. Those things were there to like, yo, play with it. And I put you
Straighten you out.
outside. Bro, I remember I used to be so mean growing up. I used to have my cousin, bro. And we used to scare the shit out of my cousin because he was like easily scared, bro. And we used to be like, yo, la Silampa te va a coger. You know, Silampa's gonna get you, bro. And then he used to be outside, and I used to tell such a good scary story. You're not gonna imagine. Like we'll sit down outside in the porch, and then you have like it's Panama, so you have a lot of trees all over the place. And that day it was extremely windy,
My
and
bad,
I
y'all. Hold
started.
on. My
Oh
phone
no,
just turned on from nowhere. I don't know why.
he started
Getting
going
weird
with
notification. Yeah, I don't know why it even turned on. I have everything on silent.
a.
My bad, y'all. My phone be acting crazy. It got a mind of its own. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah. So, bro, it was the wind blowing. It's dark. It's kind of like thundering in the distance. And I just started telling the story like, yo, you know that when the Silampa is close by, the wind is going to start to rustle and the trees is going to start doing this and da 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 and this and the other. Bro, his face, he's dark. Like he's un moreno, he's the darker complexion than me. Bro, his face turned white, my guy. Like he was so scared. He started calling for grandma and everything. Oh, you get up your abuela. I want my grandma. Bro, like he was like boo hoo crying for my grandma and stuff like that. Bro, it was just so crazy. And honestly, like it was me being me, but yo, I used to get such a kick out of that stuff. I don't know. I think it was just like I don't know. That was kind of like my villain story. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was uh,
That's your origin story.
like I don't know, like my origin story. Yeah, for real. It was not tragic, but it was more like, bro, I just enjoy the fact that I could like scare the people and just tell them stories, and they just be like freaked the heck out because like I would have such good perception of what's going around that I was able to tell the stories with these creatures like chef's kiss kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was just so crazy.
Oh man, gotta
Did
love
you ever
stuff.
have
Gotta
your
love.
like you meeting with your cousins and telling stories like that and just be like freaked the heck out?
I had a few times when I was younger because I was one of the oldest ones. Me and my other cousin and yeah, we used to tease the younger ones. We used to do stories like crazy. I remember I see I'm a very avid fan of scaring people when they're in the house. So like I used to do that when I was younger, way more, but I was good at it. Like I was like I'm gonna be real with you, I was like a ninja. Like people didn't know where I was. Like I'd be somewhere. I remember I did this one time. Actually, speaking of that, I remember um my dad, he came home from work and he's having a good day. He's like, oh yeah, you guys know blah blah. And then I went somewhere and they're like, where is he? They're trying to look for me and they couldn't find me. They started calling my name out and I didn't say nothing. Then as they walked into the room, I jumped out and I swear to God, if it wasn't for my dad's control, I probably would have been in the hospital because I, bro, I scared the shit out of him. And tell me why. First thing he did was get ready to swing and he stopped. He's like, no. Are you crazy? I was laughing so hard. Oh my god, my mom and then like he's like laughing, but he's like a little mad because he got. But my
Yeah,
mom's
yeah,
there.
yeah.
My mom is there, and she's rolling, bro. She's like, oh man. He's like, you can't be doing that kind of stuff. he got me back a few times himself, but like, oh my gosh, I've done that to cousins like crazy. I made a cousin pee once doing
Wow, that's
that.
good. That is
I
crazy.
love scary story. Yeah, I've like we've gone to the woods and I've like said like, even when we go camping, I've done that with like when I used to go on like my youth group. We used to tell like scary stories every now and then like out of nowhere I would disappear. I just disappear.
Mm.
And I'm like, I'll be back. He's like, oh, be careful, something like. I'm not afraid of the woods. You know, it's not like he's gonna come out and really get me. I don't think we're in the right area. Then when they start going around, bro, I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure. If I remember correctly, I think I made a kid shard himself.
Oh, yeah, I would love to be
Yeah,
there to see that.
yeah, that
Because
I'm
that's
pretty
one
sure.
thing though. Like I never been the type of person that's been easily scared. Um, I
Same
always
here.
like that whole like scary movies. Nowadays I don't even dabble into that stuff no more. Um, it just kind of lost all its touch
He said
because
dabble. Ouija board.
no, nothing like that, nothing like that. Um,
I don't know. Stuff like
but
that, it just doesn't get to me because, like, I mean, I know everything unless it's like if someone tries to do a scary story, something like that. It's like I know it's not real. So, like for me, that's why I could watch scary movies. It doesn't bother me because it's just scary movies are stupidity. It's just like, like there's certain movies like House of a Thousand Corpses. I know it's not real, but it's just gory for me. It's just too gory. I'm like, I'm good. I'm like, I don't need to like see that. But like regular scary
speaking,
movies, I don't get scared. I figure out who it
yeah,
is before.
like Chucky, Friday the 13th,
Yeah,
you
that's
know, all that. Like I used to love those. They were just so fun. But like growing up now, bro, I don't know. The scary movies are just kind of like lame. I don't know. That's
weak,
just me. I think
crappy. Yeah.
yeah, you can add those to
Yeah, I'm
the
more of a
same
mystery and
category.
suspense person myself, anyways.
Yeah, because that's the thing about it. Do you remember like the greatest freaking scary movie of all times, Final Destination?
Ah, see, that wasn't really scary. They were more like that stuff that like could literally
That
happen
is
to you. That's why it made it
psychological.
crazy.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
psychologically scary.
yes, bro.
Because now, honestly, like no, I'm not even going to lie. It's not even just be scary. It's just that it just triggers something at the back of my head. Driving behind a truck that has the freaking like tree logs in the back
Yeah,
or like material, and then you like directly behind it, and you be like, "Oh, not today. Mm-mm. You're not gonna get me today. I need to pass you like ASAP." Because I don't want to be behind it, and then when the chain snap, and then the tree trunk over, and I'm like, "Oh, no, not gonna happen." Hell no.
bro. I think most of the kids who grew up watching those movies have had that one time. Like, remember the truck,
Mm.
the trucks that had like the logs on it and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we've all had that experience. I know I've had it multiple times where I'll see like I know it's just a movie, but like it could literally happen. And I've
Yeah.
been behind those log trucks. I'm like, yep, not happening. And I'll
Exactly.
either slow myself down and wait behind, or I'll speed on through just in case. Just in
And nah,
case.
you ain't gonna catch me, bro. You ain't gonna catch
You
me.
know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, bro, this ain't my time. This ain't my time. I'm good on that one. Oof.
But it's so crazy. Like another movie was like, remember One Missed Call? Because I remember having the one missed call, and it was like hitting hard when we were in job corps. And I actually got the ringtone on my razor, and I used to play the toot 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 toot, bro, and the
Bro,
whole smoke area, bro. Everybody like, yo, who got that? Who got that? Somebody gonna die tonight.
you talking about the
And
slide by Job Corps?
yeah, the slab, bro. Oh my god, bro! I used to go crazy. I remember when I did the same thing when I had the the Power Ranger ring. And I'm like, oh, who's gonna go Morphe time? It used to be so crazy out there. But you
Yo,
know, did you mention the gory one, bro? Like, I think one of the goriest movies I seen myself, and I kind of enjoyed it. It's kind of sick and twisted inside my head. Uh, what's it called? Human Centipede.
oh yeah. See,
Yeah.
the reason I can't watch movies like that is because like it's just nasty, bro. Just thinking of shit, bro. And
To
oh,
me, even when I was a teenager, like growing up and seeing those things, it always made me think. I'm like, what is the director of this movie thinking?
yeah,
And what kind of mental state the actors gotta be to put themselves in that position to do that type of
Yeah.
movie, and then watch the whole thing when it comes out on theaters, and just be like, I made a great movie.
Yeah. There's certain movies that it's weird because like they make so many. I mean, there are now, but it's. I feel like it's easier to make crazy gory movies than it is to make wholesome movies
Yeah.
because people have such a twisted mind. Like I don't know. I like movies to a point like that are scary, but I'm more like I said, I'm more of a suspense kind of person. So like
Yeah.
mystery, thriller, suspense, stuff like that. I love, but like
Stuff
I
like
stopped
12
watching gory movies
Monkeys,
way back. Yeah.
12 Monkeys, the what's not the Silent of the Lamb, stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like that, which is like kind of crazy because also like because it's kind of mysterious because then they're like trying to figure out who's did what, if how they like. I love mystery movies, especially like I'm a huge fan since I was a kid of mystery, like the Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew, Sherlock Holmes. I've always been a huge fan of Sherlock Holmes. Like I love that whole like the what do you call it? Like the what's the word for it? Like there's a word and I can't remember for the freaking life of me. But like the way that he was able to anticipate what was happening, how things were happening just by looking at stuff. Okay, you know what? There was a time when I was younger actually, and even when I was a little older that I tried doing that. That I tried like trying to figure out stuff for a minute. I actually
Mm.
when I was younger, and even when I was in Job Corps, I was thinking about becoming a PI because like I love figuring stuff out. Like I love figuring mysteries out. And I'm surprisingly, I'm like, and this is not me like being cocky or anything. I'm actually really good at it. Like when we watch movies and stuff or shows, anything that has to do with mystery that you have to try to figure stuff out, even stuff that's like super hard, like Inception and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like I'm very quick to figure out certain things, and then like that's why when we watch like mystery movies, I gotta keep my mouth shut because like while she's like I'm like oh like I'll make faces without realizing it. It's like oh, okay, and she's like what's gonna happen? I'm not gonna tell you. She's like you're not right, and
Yeah.
then for the first few times she's like you're not right, and I'm like I can tell you what's gonna happen. I know for a fact. So I would say stuff, and then she's like we'll see if you're right, and then we make like a little contest out of it. And I haven't lost. I haven't lost. So after this point, she's like, yeah, I don't want to hear it. She's like, just don't tell me what is gonna happen. I already know you're right. And bro, I would figure it out, but like, it'd be nice to like figure out how, why. Like, I would figure out, oh, okay, that detail. Like, there's times I haven't done it in a while, but like, if I know it's supposed to be a good mystery movie, I'll actually sit like in certain times, like the cops be looking at something, I like a scene. I'll pause it, nigga. I will pause it, bro. I will pause that and make sure that like let me see. My bad. I was double checking. I thought I had a message. I thought my screen froze for a second. There's times I'll be like, I will actually sit there and pause it and look at it and be like, oh, okay. And I'll see something. And then
Yeah.
right when I see it, if they haven't said anything on the episode, like the detective, then I'll write. I like figuring stuff out. So for me, it's like I'm very careful, like what movies I
Yeah,
watch to see.
that's kind
I
of
love
like a
watching.
man
I
thing,
just love,
because we're like logical. So you want to be like like
yeah,
you
you know
want
what I'm
to.
saying? Like it's nice.
It's the thrill of the investigation that it just gets it though. Like I get what you're saying.
And I'm a boss, so I gotta, I gotta solve it.
Yeah. I gotta solve the mystery. Poetic PI. If I can't catch him, no one can. Carmen San Diego
I'm
type
gonna
of
be
stuff.
like the Scooby Doo. Now I just need like a dog like Scooby Doo. I need a Velma. I'll be, I'm like Velma and Fred. I'm just smart. I got traps. I'm just gangster like that.
I don't think
But
Fred
yeah,
was that smart anyway.
he was good with like the traps, and he more needed Velma to make sure they were kind of good. But he was, I'm Shaggy and Scooby because I'll be lit as could be, and I love my food.
Comic
Velma
relief.
because Velma because I'm
Yeah,
sexy. Daphne because I can be ditzy if I need to be. Like I'm just very like social and like And then Fred because he's a fancy dude, but he likes his traps too. I'm kind of the whole
yeah,
Scooby Doo
this
thing.
guy.
Just not only
So
that, but
now
they need a color to their life. They need a little bit of Latinos in there. It was all white. I need some like
I know,
some
right?
some
I
pumping.
know. Yeah, that would have been so great. That would have been like a nice addition to the mix, though.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
no,
Like Scooby
the
was the
part,
darkest thing we had there for representing us. You
right? The dog.
know what I'm saying? Like, oh
But
my
now
god.
since you mentioned Scooby and Shaggy and the foods and stuff like that, now I have another question. cooking with ingredients from different Hispanic American countries. What's your thoughts
Ooh.
on that?
Like, what do you mean? Like, have I used them? Do I use them? Or what do I think about
Yeah,
how they
like
cook?
how do you compare them to other countries? I mean, you're a foodie, so this should be right up your aisle. Like when you try foods from different backgrounds and cultures, how do they compare with like the sazon of Hispanic American or Hispanic countries?
Well, I mean, if we're comparing, like, if we're talking about like
Like the way they
comparing
prepare their
seasoning,
food, the seasonings and the preparing and all this other extra stuff.
or if we're talking about like which one, like non-biased, like being legit, which ones I feel like have the better seasonings and taste better. Um, I'm probably gonna go with the common sense one because I think everybody agrees. In the world, it's been actually it's been semi-proven. But we all know Puerto Ricans are the shit. So no, but
I know you're gonna
no.
have it.
Seriously speaking about like cooking in general, I feel like a lot of Latinos have a big kind of the same base when it comes to cooking certain things to a point. Caribbeans, especially, like what is it? Honduras, I believe, is Caribbean. Panama, I believe, is semi-Caribbean. Are you guys Caribbean? I can't remember.
Semi, yeah.
Semi, right? And then, of course,
Yeah.
Cuba, República Dominicana, Puerto Rico, Haiti, Jamaica. We have a lot of the same seasonings to a point. We just have various tweaks on them. So like our base is usually the same. Like Jamaica, I forgot what they call their sauce. Their green sauce is basically like our recaito. It's kind of
Okay.
recaito is for y'all. It's like sweet hot
Yeah.
pepper, garlic, yeah, olive oil. It's a mixture, so it's very similar to ours. Um, Cuba is when they can cook, if they can cook anything decent. If you're talking about authentic Cuban, like in Cuba, the very little things that they can cook. There are restaurants there that cook that they allow for Americans to go to, but we all have we're Dominicans, Cubans, Puerto Ricans are like this. We're pretty much the same. We're all even Jamaicans. We all come from Taino culture as our background, and then of course heavily mixed with African, is especially Cuban, Puerto Rican, Dominican. We're heavily mixed with African. That's why we got black in us. That's why we're all different shades. Well, I'm lighter skinned now, but that's also because I'm in Seattle and I don't have sun.
Blame it on
It's so
Seattle
sad.
now.
But it's Seattle's fault. What you mean? It's Seattle. No, when I'm in the sun, bro, I become like this caramel golden god again. It's just amazing. But
We'll see. We'll see when
it's
we
one
see each other over here in Florida to do a podcast. See if you get some color inside you.
I
Pause.
guarantee you, you're gonna be like, yo,
Inside
I'll
you.
be here for a few
Pause.
days. And like, I'll get my color back nicely. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those where, me cago en tu madre. Sorry, y'all heard anything? That's familia. Ya tú sabes.
Y
Tú
cada
sabes cómo están las cosas cuando trata de volverse largo y la familia quiere hablar. Tú sabes, es una jodienda ahí. Siempre tiene que ser ahí. No tan
Hey,
ya
I had to throw
ahora.
that sneak jab over there. He caught it like 10 seconds later.
Oh my god,
It disrupted his whole conversation.
bro! Like I be trying to like dejarlo así como, ok, yo no oigo nada, pero después me fastidia ahí. For y'all who don't know, family is crazy. Family don't know how to keep their mouth shut when you're trying to do stuff. You feel me? They be loud as hell. You know what I hate? Even if your family is, I had so my mother-in-law and father-in-law are very like, and I mean this in a very respectful way. I don't mean this in a bad way, but they're very like whitewashed. So like they've been here for a lot of their lives. Like they're Ecuadorian and like they're Ecuadorian, Dominican, and then German. On one side is Ecuadorian, Dominican. The other side is Ecuadorian and German on the father. But on the mother side, the parts that she had that is very Dominican and very like Caribbean is the being upstairs and screaming all the way downstairs instead of just fucking caminando por ahí abajo. I say, mira, this is what's happening. No, let me scream. I'll be having a sign there saying, yo,
Yep.
filming now. ready, and then out of nowhere, just I'm like, bro, pero como? Tú,
Bro,
es difícil
Puerto
vivir con
Rican,
una familia que le gusta hablar mucho.
Puerto Ricans are the same damn thing. Cause
Oh,
my
we
wife,
are. Don't be wrong. I
well,
think we're louder. I
bro,
think we're louder.
oh my god, my wife, bro, she would be like, yo, I'll talk to her in a this normal tone of voice, just like I'm talking to you guys right now. And I'll be like, yo, babe, this, that, and the third. And mind you, it's like I'm by the door and she's right here by the table, sitting down. And she be like, what you said? What you said? I'm like, you cannot hear what I'm telling you right now. Or there's times that I even been like behind her on the couch and I'm talking to her about subject while I'm in the kitchen, which is like not far away from it. And I'll be like, yo, this, that, and the third. And then she's like, huh? Did you say anything? What? You couldn't hear a regular tone of voice? I gotta yell. But then she'll go and start screaming, top of the lungs, my guy. Top of the lungs. For
Este
everybody to
frecuencia.
listen. And then he passes down to the kids because when I talk to the kids the same way, they're
Right.
like, I can hear dad talking. What are you talking about? I'm like, you guys became tone deaf. Y'all yell so much, y'all became tone deaf. That is
I've
it.
actually had to learn how to lower my tone because I didn't realize that even when I'm talking, I could be talking with friends and my voice is abnormally louder than the person. But sometimes I gotta be me cago en tu madre, puñeta, si a la madre yo, me cago en todo. Siempre tiene que esa familia que le gusta la. Pero technical difficulty with families, y'all. Family likes to be a little loud. We apologize for the craziness. As a
Yeah,
Puerto
they might
Rican, I
see
want to scream and say,
they might see a
"Cállate la
cat flying
boca."
by. They might see a cat flying by. El gato.
Bro, family be trippy, bro. Family be, oh my God. But
You
yeah,
gotta love.
no, food,
Hey, yeah, you can't live with them. You can live without them, bro. You hate to love them.
facts. Facts. No, yeah. So we have the basis, the same basis of food and stuff to a point. When Hispanic countries in general, anywhere from Spain, obviously, we're very influenced by a lot of Spain because they came in and conquered almost everyone because why wouldn't they? But they so we have a lot of influence for example, our paella. They do a paella different from what we do, but we have our own twist on our paella. We have different, we have similar things when it comes to marinating meat and stuff from Panama, Chile, Mexico, anywhere. We all season our meats. We're The one thing you always find about Hispanic countries is that we season our food with love,
Yes,
and it takes a minute. When we're
definitely.
making meat, it takes a minute. The differences are very can be subtle to very they can be anywhere from subtle to like very big on difference. I know like Mexico uses the arbol chile and different things like that, stuff that we don't really use like that to a point. Our adobo is we have Puerto Ricans who make adobo, which is like different spices and stuff blended together that we put together, and then of course you can just buy the famous yellow adobo can, which is that's our bread and butter pretty much. Like I guarantee you, anybody, I don't care who you are. I've had friends from the Caucasus Mountains who they didn't really season like that. And when they're like, "Oh, what's this?" and they tried it, and they're like, "Oh my gosh!" Kind of like the on our last episode we did of a reaction of Josh and Mom. She's like, and I swear to God, bro, I thought this was a me thing. I didn't think. I swear to you, okay. So y'all, I do this with love. With love, we all have done stuff where if someone pronounces something, like you assume how people might mispronounce something. So like I feel like if I show a white person like sazon, I feel like because of how they learn English, they're gonna read it
Saison,
like they were doing it. So we
saison,
saison. Yeah.
saison.
So I did that once. And I was like, I bet you if I showed this to my dude, he would call it Adabo. I was just playing. Dude actually
Audible,
knew what it was.
bro,
No,
that's
that's all over.
crazy.
But when we saw Josh and Mom doing it from TikTok, I love them. She's a
Yeah,
sweetheart. She's an amazing mom, from what I can tell. She's a sweetheart. I'm really
gotta stay out the
hoping this is
kitchen.
just,
You just gotta get out the
yeah.
kitchen. That's pretty
I'm
much it.
hoping she really does know how to cook. But after watching so many videos, I'm like 95% positive this is really how she cooks, and it hurts my soul. But regardless, she's a loving mom. She seems amazing. I would love to have her on the show and just talk to her about how she does it, why she does it. Just I feel like she'd be awesome. But like they're a good pair, the son and the mom. But we were watching the video on one of the last podcasts,
Yeah.
and it blew my mind because she's like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "You gonna season it, mama?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna put this Adabo." I was like, "No, she didn't, bro.
Well,
No,
I
she
still I
didn't.
still have a
No,
problem. I still have a problem with the fact that she only used a pinch of it, because you cannot put just a pinch of Adamo into your
yeah,
food. It's just crazy. Oh, okay. Now, since you're Puerto Rican, um, want to ask this question. It might be a little controversial, so be ready for it.
oh god,
Badia.
ooh, both, depending
Mm.
on what's available. If
Nah,
I can
no, no, no,
have,
no, no, no. If you have both of them in the aisle, and you can pick from either or, because they are both accessible and ready to pick, which brand would you pick? Badia or Goya?
um, for everything or just for like,
No, like sazon, like your seasonings, pepper, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, the whole shebang. Who
um,
makes a better seasoning,
I
Badia
don't remember. I
or
don't remember the last time I
Goya?
had Badia. I remember the last time I've had it. If I had both, I mean, I'm gonna put it this way: I haven't had that one in ages, but then again, I don't have it here that I've looked, that I've seen. So I'm gonna go with Goya, but it depends because if I put them side by side and I tried them and I made them in the same meal, if
Hmm.
if I'm feeling Badia more, then I'm sticking with that over Goya because Goya, I got kind of, I don't know. Goya pisses me off sometimes with a lot of stuff that they do, especially the owner. I think the guys from Spain who created Goya. I don't remember, but I got an issue with Spain. I love Spain, but I hate Spain. Um, but
You hating on your
um,
grandpappy?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like I've been thinking about it lately. I feel like I kind of wish Spain would have like kind of won the Spanish American War just so that we could have at least been thinking on it. It sucks to say, but like, yeah, we're U.S. citizens. That's all good and dandy. But the minute I move to Puerto Rico, I lose all these rights. I'm not allowed to have a tax break. If I live on the island, I gotta move,
But
be
what would happen
American
if they want
first.
to make it worse?
Well, we don't know. They might have just either way we were colonized. It doesn't matter. It's just which one would have treated us better is the question. I
Bro,
honestly feel like Spain
exactly
might have
that,
treated us better.
that. Okay,
I think
okay.
Spain would have treated us better. I think honestly, I think Spain would have done better. The only difference is that
Y'all
we're
probably
U.S. citizens.
y'all probably still be making sugar for the Spaniards.
No, well, we didn't even have that issue. We didn't have that, and we started making sugar. I mean, we might have, but I don't think we did. I think it was just we were owned by them. They ran it normal. We had more freedom, if I remember correctly, with the Spaniards than we had with America. The minute Americans came over there, they started forcing us to do sugar cane. Domino's is from Puerto Rico. Domino sugar. They
Mm.
took over the sugar cane stuff. They
Wait,
barely
wait.
paid people.
Say that again.
Domino sugar started in
Domino,
Puerto Rico.
domino,
Well, I'm saying it in English. I know it's domino.
domino, domino. This is a
¿Qué
Latino
carro tú
podcast,
quieres?
please.
Si nosotros
Domino,
tenemos aquí americano
domino.
nato, tengo que decir dominoes. I'm going to say
No,
domino.
domino,
Domino sugar.
domino. Dios mío. That's why
Ellos,
he's light skinned, people. That's why he's light skinned, because he's whitewash. He's whitewash.
mamate el huevo. Mamate el huevo. You hear that, guys? It's not whitewash there. I'm doing it for American audience. They don't know.
El portal, el
And for
portal,
if y'all don't know what
pop
I'm
type,
talking about, we had
el pop
someone
type.
back in Job Corps. She took Pop Tarts, put
No,
them
no,
in the
no, no, no,
microwave for
no,
like an
no. Don't
hour.
explain it. Don't explain it. If you don't know, and you're watching this episode, pause this, stop it,
Go to the first
and
one.
go back and watch
No,
the
wait.
episodes.
Wait, no. Yo no creo que nosotros hablamos de eso.
We
I
didn't.
think that was when we were talking with Gio. I don't think we actually talked about it. In our
I don't
first one,
remember.
I think we actually did. Yeah. I
I
think
guess.
so.
I
Real
guess
quick.
now. I guess now we gotta stop and we gotta go back.
Yeah. We might have to. So just in case we didn't, we had a girl in our job corps. Her nickname, which everyone knew her as, was Pop Tart because she took a Pop Tart, put it in a microwave for like an hour, almost burned the entire dorm down. There were toasters there. There were toasters, but she microwaved it, and she was one of those special people. She was dumb. She was just dumb.
Special. That was putting it
She was dumb.
kindly. That was a kind way to say it. Special.
Yeah, she was real dumb. Put it this way: there's people, and I mean this with all respect. There's people who have actual mental health issues in terms of like, you know,
Operating in
minus
the real world.
chromosomes and Down syndrome and stuff like that. And mind you, those people are very smart. I'm not saying anything bad, but what I'm saying is they were smarter than her, bro.
She was in a league of her
And
own.
she had all the stuff, at least that I know of. She had everything there, but it was it was crazy. But
Yeah,
that's what we're
yeah.
talking about. But yeah, so that's why I said Domino's in English, because Domino's sugar, which obviously in Spanish, as he said, Domino, but still, if you can't put the correlation, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. But then
Exactly.
that means you might just be just as dumb. But yeah, point being, that's sugar cane was there, a lot of stuff, and it's all the beauty. So I don't know. It always makes me wonder, like if we would have stayed with Spain, not stayed, but if we would have, if they would have won, what would have happened? I honestly, I think it would have been. If I'm being real with you, Spain right now is, even in their worst parts, are still super nice compared to Puerto Rico. So I honestly feel like had Spain won, we would have yes, we would have been very, you know, had a lot of the culture there, but I feel like we would have been better off, to a point, because we would have had better buildings, better everything, because they take care. They're very proud people as well. So I feel like we would have actually had a
Yeah.
better infrastructure system and stuff like that. But unfortunately, they didn't win, because if you look at Spain, no matter where you want Spain, everything's just beautiful. And them being very prideful people and very proud, I feel like we would have had that same kind of infrastructure there. Just a mixture of cultures. Whereas America said, we're going to do this for you. We're going to take what we want, do what we want. There you go, and then holiday.
Mhm. Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
it is kind of
So
crazy though. Like I don't know. Like I like the seasonings of my country, but the simple fact is that it's a very diverse per se because it has a lot of like Spaniard influence, like we said before, and it has Caribbean influence from like Trinidad, Tobago, Jamaica, Barbados, stuff like that.
yeah.
Because a lot of my family from my mom's side actually migrated from those countries and came to Panama,
Oh, nice.
and also the indigenous seasonings that they have over there. The punayala, nove
Yeah.
doble, and all those different native nations are inside Panama. Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me. And then like the intermingling of their seasonings kind of creates something different. Like when we do like our fried fish and stuff like that, it has a little like taste of all this stuff, and they just make it something new.
Yeah.
That's why I'm dying to take my friends one time and sit them down in Panama and take them to those like down to earth, like like mom and pop like type of kitchens where they can
Sounds so good,
experience those interminglings of the seasonings, and they'll be like, "Yo, yo."
bro. I'm excited. Yeah, we will be doing a future episode, y'all. We will be doing maybe even a few in Panama. We'll be bringing the equipment with us, going on there. It'll be live though. But by that time, we'll have quite a few 100,000 followers. We'll be live. We'll have a crew, so it'll be fun. But yeah, we're excited for that. That's gonna be, yeah. I'm excited. That's one thing. That's why I love doing the food channel. The Wandering Food Do channel, because like I can travel the world and experience, like my goal is to experience like all restaurants in general, but especially mom and pop restaurants, especially like the biggest thing I definitely want to do is like the biggest one is Latin America in general, anywhere from South America, Central America, the Caribbean, anywhere Latino, Hispanic, I want to do, because like I feel like people do stuff like that, but they don't really go deep into it, and
Yeah.
there's so much
And the
we can
thing about it,
do
like
about
when it comes out to like mom and pop shops, it's just like they keep it authentic as it can be. They don't put too much flair and flamboyancy when they come down to the dishes. And I know, when
yeah.
it comes down to like cooking and stuff like that, people want to be like elevate the dish, elevate the dish. Yeah, okay, I understand elevate the dish, but like the dish in its like true nature is something like completely
Oh,
different. Like that's on a level of its own. Yeah, you want to be sometimes you
well, I
want to be
mean,
fancy because of commercial reasons, But like, if you want to just
Yeah.
try authentic, like from where it started, like you know what I'm saying, like from the kitchen to your table when you was little and you was having that type of cooking,
Yep.
and you actually like hold
Facts.
like tried it, and it just make your soul like happy. Because growing up, you know that we
Ah,
had those moments when your mom and your dad cooked, and they brought that food to the table, and that hot plate of food, and bro, and it was just like alegría para el corazón. You know, say like your heart would just
yeah.
be happy and
Like the movie Ratatouille. Like the movie
something like
Ratatouille
that.
when
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Uncle Anton ate the food and it brought him back to his childhood, and then when he ate the food again in his like imagination, it
exactly.
brought him back to being
Because
an adult.
because when he
That's
got
what
it,
I want to feel when I go
it
to mom
was
and pops.
actually, yeah, exactly just like that. Because it's that moment
Yep.
like when he ate it and then he looked at it, I'm like ratatouille, and they're like, yo, that's a peasant dish, you know, kind of thing. And he made it so
Yep.
popular that they, I was like, right after the movie and everybody was talking about Ratatouille, it just became like known once again. And then it was thrown in like all these other restaurants that they try to like fancy it, like the dish and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the whole point that they kind of miss is just like the simplicity of the mom and pop cooking into your table.
Yeah.
That right there is beautiful.
There's where is it, Vietnam? There's a Anthony Bourdain episode where he goes to this lady and she makes a lot of famous people have now gone there, and she's considered, I think she has a Michelin star, but she's just this lady who cooks on the street. She has like her own little booth thing, and she makes crab eggs, like eggs with crab in it, and then
Mm.
she makes all different kinds of dishes. But she's a street vendor. She's a regular street vendor. She cooks regular food right there. She's there slaving away all day. She's making the food with the wok, just going there, making the food, blending it, doing all that stuff. She's just cooking all day. And I think she became a Michelin star or whatever for like, and it's just like, she was already huge to begin with, but like big enough. But like when Anthony Bourdain went there and showed it, that's when she really started blowing up. Because, when he went to restaurants, because he had such a following, he started blowing up all these simple mom and pop restaurants and they started becoming big. That's my dream in life, is like, that's what my really big goal is to like really
Yeah,
be able to go to
he's kind
anywhere.
of like the old school
Kind of
Kid
like what
Lee
Keith
kind of
Lee
thing.
does, except I want to go further than
Yeah,
what he does. Like, because
yeah.
he just does these short little videos. And don't get me wrong, no hate towards him. I love Keith Lee. I think he's awesome. I love what he does. I love the simplicity of it. But I also feel like, as a food person, like, and I've had people comment on my channel about it, about like, oh, well, no one cares about your videos, blah blah blah, because I've had a lot of people say, well, if it's not Keith Lee, I'm not going to bother doing it, and I've actually seen in the food community where people have talked about it, it's like, well, I'm not gonna make a video of this one because he went there and no one's gonna listen to mine. And it's I've seen the effect of it on the negative side, and not in a bad negative side, but like, what's the point if he's done a restaurant? There's kind of no point in doing it because no one's really gonna pay attention to it if you do it per se to a point. But I love what he's doing. I love his positivity, how he does it. His from what I can see, because we don't know his behind the scenes story. He could be completely different from what we see, but from what I know, he's just awesome, and that's my goal, is to do that. That's why, like, but I want to do that with Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? I want to make uplift our people, because I feel like we need a time right now. Like, we don't have, like, we're very very underlooked. Like, we're not we're overlooked. Yeah, excuse me. I keep messing those words up, but yeah, we're very like not looked at. Like, especially since like the whole George Floyd thing. Like, I had one person, I was like, yeah, man, I know how it is. Worry about that. And someone this one of my friends, who's Jeffrey, is this black kid, and we've been friends for years, and he was telling his friend, he's like, yeah, he's like, bro, he's like, you do realize, he actually posted on his wall, and that's what made me realize, like, I'm so happy. He's like, you do realize, like, Hispanics have been dealing with this just as much as we do, if not more. He's like, most Hispanic countries have been dealing with this longer than black people in the US. He's like, way longer than that. He's like, they go through just like us. The only difference is they don't really get talked about. And he actually posted it on his Facebook page once, how people think Hispanics, have it bad, but not that bad. And then they realize that, like, a lot of the stuff you see on the news is usually about black or white. There's not really much Hispanic things unless it's something
Yeah,
super
because
bad.
it's kind of,
Other
it
than that,
kind
you
of
don't
fits
really
the
hear stuff.
narrative
But
of the
that's my
country,
goal.
blacks versus white type of
Yeah,
thing. It's not so
and,
much
and
for
the
me.
only time you do hear about
And
Hispanics is
yeah,
when there's something about the wall. Like, it's Mexicans. Like, we're all Mexican. And, oh, well, if you must be
yeah, and
Mexican. Go
even
back to
anybody
this. Like,
south of the border
I'm
is
not.
Mexican per se. Is like, wait a minute, fix yourself.
Yeah. So, that's my goal. That's why I like going to the spices, what people don't realize is like I actually have never seen, and I agree with you. We've talked about it, I think, in another episode. I've never seen, not that I've necessarily looked, but thinking about it and started looking online, I actually haven't seen any Panamanian places out here, let
Exactly.
alone where I've lived. So like, there's a lot of countries there that like I don't think there are in the. I don't. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't
It's
think
crazy
I've
because
never
I
seen like a restaurant
even
in Chile or Peru. You know?
yeah, yeah, and it's crazy because like down the main road, like US 1 where I live. If I go from one end to US 1 to the end, going to the Keys, I promise you, you'll see Peruvian cuisine, Mexican cuisine, Dominican cuisine, Colombian cuisine. You will see Puerto Rican cuisine. You will see Nicaraguan cuisine. Like you will see all these other nations or whatever. Now. But let me ask, where's the Panamanian restaurant? Where's the Panamanian like hole in the wall type of thing where you get those them dishes?
Yeah.
With never seen that. That's why my personal goal in life is I want to open something like a restaurant slash cafe type of thing where we can actually have that extra country that is sitting there from Central America just to kind of represent because it's like we just being thrown out the and don't get me wrong, there's a lady and I think I mentioned it at some point. Her name is Vanessa. Bro, like I joined the group on Facebook, and from that point on she always be selling those like Panamanian like frituras and like the dishes and stuff like that, and then she be selling out of her crib, bro.
Sounds so good.
And whenever I got the money to go buy, bro, I put my orders, and I kind of like introduced them a little bit to, to my family and stuff because um they being Americanized. So it's like try something different, try something new. Like you might like it, you might not like it, but at least you tried it. So it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's just like developing the palate to like all these different cultures because like when it comes down to like mondongo, there's a few places that I order mondongo from. There's a Colombian place that I order mondongo from, and there's a Dominican place that I order mondongo from. But I'm gonna tell you this: the Dominican place right now, it's on top. They got that good ass mondongo, bro.
Facts. Facts.
But at least I like to try from all these different places, and that's the whole beauty of like all this diversity when it comes down to like Hispanic culture and the cooking. Because although, like you said, the basic seasonings are there, it's just that intermingling with their own like seasonings
Yep.
from the country that is just a whole
Facts.
different. Because you can have green peppers from Mexico and you have green peppers from Puerto Rico, and they both are, even though they're green peppers, but because of the soil and how the sun hits
Yep.
and all the little
Yep.
like different things, it just tastes completely different. It's different.
Yeah.
It's
Facts.
different.
Facts. Yeah. It's and it sucks too because it's like you want to try, like, even if you're rich and you want to try so much food. I feel like for me personally, the problem has always been like if I find a place that I know is like really really good, and then I see like there's 30 other places I want to hit up, it's like I could try this new place, but I know the food at this one is like really good. And it's
Yeah.
like, do I want to continue tasting the rest of the menu, or do I want to try a new place? So like I try
Yeah,
to
it's
divvy it up
sometimes
sometimes. Like,
sometimes it's like the conformity of like knowing that the place is already good. You already went there,
yeah,
you went through the process,
yeah,
you already tasted their food and it's good. So it's like, do I want to try a place that it might not hit the spot, or do I go for the
exactly.
or you go for the place that you already know is a for sure like a for sure thing. Like I know
Yeah,
you got
exactly,
good
exactly.
this good that or whatever, but I don't really know. So I want to go try and just spend my money over there, and it might be a hit or miss, or do I already go to the place that I already know is going to be a hit regardless?
Oh, that sounds so good. Okay, we're gonna do this. This is gonna be an easy, quick question. What is your favorite Spanish dessert from anywhere? It doesn't matter from where. Cuban, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Panamanian, whatever. What's your favorite, the most favorite thing that you could eat almost every day without a problem?
If it wasn't for my diabetes, tres leches, bro. No, wait.
That's good.
Wait, cut that out. Edit. Cuatro leches.
Yes, I was about to say.
Cuatro leches,
Oh
bro.
man,
Oh my god. If it wasn't for the fact
Dude.
that I am diabetic, my guy, I'll be eating cuatro leches bro. I will make sure that I have savings just to go buy cuatro leches every day and have me a freaking thing of cuatro leches, bro. It's just so good.
Man, there's so many I don't even know. Like I love like buding. It's like a bread kind of. It's hard to describe.
It's like
It's
pudding,
like
guys.
it's
It's
just
like pudding.
yeah. It's well, no, not like it's not like pudding. It's like a bread. Here, let me see. Buding. It's like it's anise flavored. It's like a bread pudding, but it's like it's not like pudding in terms of like it's very like what do you call it? Like not liquidy. Like you know the texture of pudding, regular pudding.
Yeah, yeah, like
Imagine that,
creamy,
but like
like creamy.
yeah, it's not like creamy. It's more of a bread flavor, but like almost like tres leches in terms of like it breaks down very easily, but it's more solid and it just anytime I go to like visit family when I have gone, if I ask my abuela to go make it, I'm telling you, bro, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. That of course tres or cuatro leche. Bro, anything Spanish, honestly, anything Spanish is just for desserts is usually phenomenal. But I
Yeah.
mean, Caribbean is probably my biggest thing, just because I've had like Mexican desserts and stuff, but I'm not big on like pastries and stuff like that. Like I love, um, oh man, I think most people like this too. But guava con queso, postre, like a pastry with guava con
Mm,
queso, like a warm
yeah,
one,
nah,
fresh.
nah, I'm not. I'm
You
not even
have? Have
there.
you had it?
Yes, I
What
had
you
it, bro.
mean,
I
bro?
had it, but
Not just
I'm
a
not.
sliver of it.
No, bro. Telling you, Florida in Miami is crazy. That I had that so much, bro. Is but it really, you know what it really hits my thing when I order pastelitos and those little pastries, the one with carne inside, bro. The carne ones,
Well, that's not really a dessert, but I mean, it is delicious, and you make a dessert what you want it to be. You feel me?
I mean, I kind of call it a dessert is because remember they get brushed with that like simple syrup on top of it, so you have that really sweet element, but then at the end you have that savory, so it kind of like like it balanced out. You see what I'm saying? Because you have the savory from the meat after you take the bite, but
Yeah,
you still got the sweetness from the
syrup.
simple.
Eso tiene que ser cubano,
Most likely, yeah,
porque I've never had a. Well, you said meat inside, right?
yeah. Is it?
Carne
Yeah, carne molida, like ground
con un
beef.
pastelillo,
Like
como
that.
si fuera una
But
empanadilla
it
con
has this.
carne, pero con syrup encima.
Yeah,
No,
you need to come here and try it. Trust me, you're gonna love it.
I mean I can see where it probably would taste good. It's just I've never seen that.
Yeah,
If we
it's
make
just have the filo
pastelito
dough.
flash
Yeah, it's like the
empanadilla,
filo dough one. Yeah, you know how they made the little like guava con queso. You know that filo dough that is flaky.
yeah.
Okay, they do the same thing, but they just put that little meat inside. So when it fluffs
Okay,
up,
I think no, I think I have had that, but I
so
think
then
I'm
they
thinking
brush it.
pastelillo. I'm thinking it's weird. I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about. Yeah,
they
yeah,
brush it with the
yeah, yeah.
little like
No,
simple
yeah,
syrup on top.
yeah. It's sweet and savory. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about
Yeah.
now. Yeah, we call something different, but yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, no, that is actually delicious. Okay, thinking about it, I'm like, wait, have I had that? I mean, I have. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I can't wait to go, bro. When I go down there, when we start doing it in person, bro, we gonna the food we're gonna eat,
Yeah,
the
you
things we're gonna drink, the
the
talks we're
gym
gonna have.
the gym is gonna kick to the curb.
Bro, I'm gonna have to hit the gym harder. I've been dropping weight so
Yeah,
far,
you better hit that. You better hit that super hard because wait.
bro. You're telling me, my dude. I'm gonna have to hit that gym with the power, bro. But oh my gosh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I love that. But yeah,
Guys, he goes to
everybody,
the gym. He goes to the gym for the massage chair,
you
that
know,
water gesturing. He don't go there for workout.
I go for the what?
He go for the water jet massage thing that he lays down. Guys,
I do go for the
he
massage. So I
sent
go to
me
Planet
video
Fitness, yo. They
messages,
got
bro.
hydro
He sent
massage.
video,
It
yeah,
is
the
worth
hydro massage, bro.
everything.
He
I know.
sent me videos, guys.
When you're
He
supposed to
sent
go
me videos.
there, you do a little. This is what I do. I go to the gym. I get myself a little
Uh-huh.
massage, make sure my
Yeah.
body feels good, right? Then I hit the red light therapy just to make sure I'm feeling good. And I do the little vibration play. After I do that, I pump some iron, boom, 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 work out, right? Then the last thing I do is the elliptical, and then to make sure that I'm okay and I feel, like like the prince I am, I go hit the massage therapy
You
because
see this right here?
why not make sure your muscles are good? You feel
You
me?
see this right here?
And then there you go.
You see this right
You just jealous
here?
because you ain't got the black card like me. You ain't got the black card.
What
Planet
you
Fitness
talking
sponsor me.
about, my guy? When I had my gym membership, we had a sauna, bro. I used to hit the sauna after working out. So
Sauna ain't nothing. You know why? Because I can't have one in my house. If I
what?
in my house, it ain't worth it. That's my future house, bro. I'm gonna have a pool, a sauna. I'm gonna have myself a little massage machine, bro. I'm finna have everything. Bro, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. But yeah, everybody, this is Latinos Unfiltered. Thank you for being here. We appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed our crazy conversation, our laugh, and our food. Let us know in the comments from anything that we asked, what your opinion and or question or favorite dessert, whatever it is that we asked. There's a lot of things. Write it below. Y'all know what it is.
Just to make a correction, he said was because the episode is about to finish. But I digress.
Excuse me, sir. Are you Grammarly? Are you Grammarly?
Oh, God,
Did I ask you how to talk?
but you know something. With that said, hey, it's just like this, guys. Life is too short, so we got to do this. Saying we just keep jabbing at each other and just having fun with it, because life is too short, bro. It's just gotta have a good time all the time. You know, whether you had a long day, a bad day, you always got to make sure that you make it a
Facts.
good day. Can't stay like that. You know what I'm
Great
saying?
day.
So, guys, you got to understand that you until next time, make sure that you always keep vibing, keep those smiles up, keep your positivity, stay curious, always keep on learning, and keep those cafecitos coming. Bro, I know something. I like tea more than coffee, but yeah, keep it coming though.
Do you really?
Yeah,
We're
I'm
gonna
a
have to
tea.
talk about that. I'm curious to see what kind of tea. I'm curious. I do like tea too, but we gotta talk about that in another episode because I'm very curious about that actually. But like you were saying, y'all, keep those cafecitos brewing and or your rum, whatever drink you're gonna drink. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. We're here to keep it real, keep it unfiltered, keep it awesome. We're hoping that you enjoyed vibing with us and chilling. If you're new to this or if you're not new to this, we want to go ahead and tell you one more time, welcome to the familia, to the Latinos Unfiltered Familia, and we look forward to talking with you on social media. Feel free to hit us up on TikTok, Instagram. Feel free to message us if you have a certain topic you want to talk about. If you have any questions, funny tweets, anything like that, send it to us so we can see it, and so we can go ahead and talk to you. We're going to go ahead and put our social media down on this one as well. I'm going to put his social media, my social media, our personal ones, so you guys can message us on those as well, so that we can talk to you guys.
The guy, it's a wrap. Hasta luego, familia.
Talk to y'all later, man.